up, guys? So bringing you another gameplay, and look at my opponent right here. 99 Zach Martin, 98 Favre, 98 Tyron Smith. He's got a pretty solid offensive line, but then bam, 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 all 99 across the board from my offensive line, with the interior at least. Now, I've received a lot of questions asking if getting an offensive line like this is even worth it, and I would say yes and no. I say yes because there is definitely a somewhat noticeable difference between a 99 offensive line and a 90 offensive line, but it's not a huge, like, ginormous difference, which is why I say no. Because, for example, my right tackle, Strive, however you say it, he's got like a +2 to run block, and obviously that's very valuable. He's going for like between 500 and 600,000. That's ridiculous. Is he worth that much? Of course not. He's not going to give you a $500,000 value on the field, but that's just what he goes for right now in the auction. Now, am I saying that you should all go spend ridiculous coins like that on your offensive line? Of course not. I'm not saying go spend all those coins, because for me, the reason I did it is because I had like 2.7 million coins. You guys saw it. I had like 2.7 million. I said, what could I spend this on? I said, well, you know what? Let's upgrade the team as best I can. And that's why I did it. If you guys have that many coins, but you don't care about the offensive line, obviously don't do it. But like I always say, for almost every expensive player that I review, if you got the coins and you're comfortable with it, I say go for it. Why not? It can't hurt to have him on the team. For example, right here, look at my right tackle, trying to stop Lawrence Taylor, I believe, and he pretty much failed. I mean, he went all the way around him. I had to scramble around to get past him, so nobody's going to be perfect. And something that's very important that needs to be said, my left tackle, Joe Thomas, who's a big part of the reason my interior offensive line is a 99 overall, is because his +2 to pass block. But I believe his run block is like an 87, and that's really not that great. You know, a left tackle with 87 run block, especially considering how often I run the ball to the left side. You would think I'd want to run a left tackle with like at least a 92 or better. But, you know, to me, even though it's not the best out there, the fact that he benefits the other players is the reason that I decided to keep him on my team. And one thing that I do want to talk about real quick before I move on is I have been asked so many times, why do I review so many running backs more than any other position? And the answer is simple. I believe that for most people, the position that gets experimented with the most is the running back position. Not only that, but so many people ask me, hey, who's better, him or him? And sure, sometimes they'll be talking about quarterbacks or a receiver or a linebacker or a corner, but 80% of the time it's a running back. And not only that, but also, like I said, even for me, the position that I experiment with the most is the running back position. Whenever I find a decent quarterback, I stick with them. When I find good receivers, I stick with them, so on and so forth. But for whatever reason, it's the running back that I experiment with the most. Let me know in the comments right now. Pause the video. Let me know which position do you experiment with the most. And also, I forgot to mention that my starting running back right now is the new Thomas Rawls. His review will be coming soon, so this will be like a little sneak peek. And look at KJ Wright being a boss. Do not throw in his zone. And he goes back to him again for whatever reason. He knocks it out again. Man, KJ Wright is playing so phenomenal. And look at Dominican too, man. A center rarely will hold him in check for long. And also, you'll get a sneak peek of those offensive linemen. Look right here, these three doing their job. Now, the guy who got beat right there was a extra lineman that I subbed in there. And from what I could tell, my offensive linemen, my three guys, they are definitely, doing their job for the most part. Anyways, as far as this game goes, you see right here, I'm up by 2 scores, but we're still in the third quarter, man. Plenty of time for him to come back. He just needs to score once and get the ball back. You see with their KJ Wright, man, taking care of business in his zone. Landon Collins getting a very nice block shed for the sack. 4th and 20, I was not worried. How many people can actually convert 4th and 20? I had no worries here. And I felt that way until right now, man. I could not believe that guy converted 4th and 20. But the play coming up, man, this is why KJ Wright is the MVP. Right here, once again, going to the slant with Moss on the left side, but man, KJ Wright makes him pay in the worst way. Hits him so hard and knocks the ball up in the air. Urlacher picks it off, and he is gone, man. Pick 6, and we all know what's coming next after this, right? So, anyways, guys, let me know in the comments. Like I said, which position do you experiment with the most? For me, like I said, is running back. And I will be doing a offensive line experiment very soon to truly test out this offensive line of mine. And the KJ Wright review should be dropping tonight, most likely. But anyways, guys, if you liked what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you boys later. Peace.